this time, I'd like to recognize our communications department for their work in developing that video that you just saw, which contained not only some of our history, but highlighted all that we enjoy in Sugar Land today. Sugar Land is consistently recognized as a city that carefully plans for its future, and the coming year will be no exception. One of the things that sets us apart from other municipalities is our long-standing commitment to manage our city just like a business. We employ the same business principles as private companies, including the development of a strategic plan, short and long-term business plans, and hiring the most qualified employees with a constant focus on providing the highest level of customer service. This focus on sound business practices has allowed us to strengthen and expand our local economy and support the high quality of life in Sugar Land that all of us have come to expect. We are extremely proud to welcome you today to our state-of-the-art Performing Arts Center, the Smart Financial Center. It is the culmination of a vision that began with the formation of our 2007 Visioning Task Force that recommended the development of 5 venues: a professional minor league baseball stadium, a festival site, community cultural arts center, hotel conference center, and an indoor concert venue. I'm proud to say that 3 of these have been completed with the opening of the Smart Financial Center. All 3 of these facilities are expected to have a big impact on our economy, including our own Sugar Land Regional Airport, our mini hotels, our restaurants in Sugar Land Town Center and surrounding areas, and even our small businesses. As we sit here this morning, residents and visitors alike have already enjoyed 3 hugely successful performances by Cirque Musica, Jerry Seinfeld, and Don Henley. And this year, visitors can enjoy over 100 live entertainment acts from A-list performers like Chris Rock, Dave Matthews and Tim Reynolds, Steve Martin and Martin Short, Dirty Dancing, the Lumineers, and many others. And to date, over 80,000 tickets have already been sold for upcoming performances, so be sure and purchase your tickets soon. With a maximum capacity of 6,400 people, the Smart Financial Center will entertain many visitors for years to come. And you might note on either side of the facility, we've moved the walls in. One of the missions was to be able to move the walls in and curtain some of the back walls so that we could serve smaller venues. So venues from as few as 3,800 to a maximum of 6,400, which means you're not seeing the full range of the capability. And of course, none of these performances would be enjoyed without the entertainment experience of our private partner, ACE, which I might mention is a public-private partnership with the city of Sugar Land. With 175 years of collective experience, Gary Becker and his colleagues bring expertise, innovation, and also a substantial financial commitment to this beautiful venue. And while we just opened the Smart Financial Center, Constellation Field continues its success. The Sugar Land Skeeters had their inaugural season in 2012 under the management of SL Baseball LLC. And in late 2014, Sugar Land City Council approved an ownership change, making the Sugar Land Skeeters 100% locally owned by our own Houston area residents, Bob and Marcy Zlotnick. Baseball attendance has been consistently exceeding expectations, with 2016 attendance of over 320,000 people, and is well ahead of our pro forma projections. With another season in the record books, Sugar Land is proud to welcome back our Skeeters in April of this year as the 2016 Atlantic League champions. And in addition to baseball, over 184,000 visitors traveled to Constellation Field for other special events, including concerts and city-sponsored events such as our Star-Spangled Spectacular. We look forward to even more baseball wins and live entertainment at the ballpark this year. And visitors from far and wide will no doubt drive to Sugar Land to experience these terrific amenities, but we can't forget those people that fly into Sugar Land, into our own Sugar Land Regional Airport. In 1990, the city purchased the airport as a self-funding enterprise. In other words, no ad valorem tax dollars are used to fund its capital improvements or operations. The airport operates largely off of hangar rentals from clients like Western Airways and Anson Aviation, and aviation fuel sales, which reached $3 million in 2016. Our airport has over 100 Fortune 500 companies that utilize its services, and even has its own U.S. Customs division for international travelers. The experience gained from successfully operating an airport focused on business aviation will allow our talented staff to host the more than 350 private aircraft which are expected to use our airport to attend the 2017 Super Bowl in February. The strength of our local economy is the direct result of the city's focused but aggressive economic development program. In 2016, major projects alone added over 500 jobs to our workforce, this in the midst of a downturn in the oil and gas economy. Sugar Land now boasts more than 64,000 jobs, a more than 41% increase since 2012, during which time the city's residential population increased by less than 4%. Businesses are attracted to our city because of our highly educated and diverse workforce, as well as the high quality of life their employees can experience in our fine city. Some of our largest employees include Fluor Corporation, Schlumberger, Houston Methodist Sugar Land Hospital, United Healthcare, Nalco Champion, Tramontina, Minute Maid, First Data, Memorial Hermann, and Noble Drilling, just to name a few. And our Sugar Land Development Corporation recently negotiated an agreement with ABM Industries to relocate its corporate shared services headquarters to our city. ABM will bring approximately 390 jobs and occupy 62,000 square feet in Sugar Creek on the lake. Additionally, Team Industrial Services Incorporated will retain 100 jobs and expand its corporate headquarters to include an additional 113 jobs. Finally, throughout 2017, Schlumberger will continue to consolidate the company's U.S. headquarters to its existing 200-acre site located in Sugar Land. Schlumberger will also reposition more than 500 additional jobs to these new facilities located on site. You've already heard us talk about two public-private partnerships with Smart Financial and Constellation, our Sugar Land Skeeters. The city will also work in the next year toward establishing future private sector partnerships on 2 new projects, which will include developing an industrial park and a hotel conference center. The industrial park, which will be located on 259 acres of land that Sugar Land purchased from the General Land Office, includes 142 acres for the industrial park, 22 acres for a state-of-the-art public safety training facility, and 95 acres to expand the western boundary of our airport. Our second project is a hotel conference center. The feasibility of this center, which includes a 350-room hotel and up to 50,000 square feet of conference space, was confirmed by an independent study conducted in 2014. The exact location of this facility will be determined in a preliminary land use master plan, but is to be located across from our Smart Financial Center on land currently owned by the city. Without a doubt, Sugar Land will continue to grow as a premier destination in the greater Houston region over the next decade, and our citizens will continue to enjoy the benefits. Throughout our history as a colony and a company-owned town, thoughtful planning has always been a part of our culture. That same focus on planning continues to guide Sugar Land even today. It guides our future economic development, and it has guided the annexation of Greatwood and New Territory, both of which are master planned communities. Sugar Land's comprehensive plan provides the roadmap for our CIP and much of our budget process. Our first comprehensive plan was adopted in 1963, updated in 1993, and again in 2012. But its importance can't be overemphasized, since it also contains Vision 2025 and guiding principles, which is our long-term vision to guide our growth and forms the backbone of our comprehensive plan. Our future land use plan acts as our guide for future development patterns and land use decisions. It is one of the 8 master plans contained in the comprehensive plan. Another of our master plans, the Parks and Recreation Open Space Master Plan, guides the development of our extensive park system and includes our 2013 Parks Bonds projects. It is currently being updated and will include Cullinan Park. Cullinan Park was part of a landmark agreement between the City of Houston, Sugar Land, and the Cullinan Park Conservancy, and resulted in the annexation of almost 800 acres of land into our city limits. It's unique in that Sugar Land operates and provides security for the park. The City of Houston owns the land, and the Cullinan Park Conservancy is responsible for providing and funding all capital projects. To date, Cullinan Park Conservancy has raised over $1 million to fund park improvements. And at this time, I'd like to recognize former Mayor Jimmy Thompson, because without his vision and his willingness to pursue this park, it would not have happened. Jimmy, thank you very much. I also want to highlight the fine job that our Parks and Recreation Department have done in improving the appearance of Cullinan Park through increased maintenance, and what a fine job our Sugar Land Police Department's recognize their work to increase safety and security, which has resulted in higher attendance in this park. Our annexation of the master plan communities New Territory and Greatwood are the result of years of thoughtful, deliberate planning. It involved extensive public input from both communities. As a result, you heard earlier that Sugar Land will grow by 30,000 residents, from 87,000 to 117 in December of this year. During the next 11 months, our staff and City Council will work closely with elected representatives of both communities to provide the same level of service that our residents enjoy for police, fire, EMS, Parks and Rec, Public Works, environmental and neighborhood services, planning, engineering, and many more.